Today we're going to look at the different ways of using Pak Sau. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, so first we're going to look at a short Pak Sau in response to a jab. As I'm approaching Carlton here, he's got his hands up. It doesn't matter what kind of guard you've got, right? Whether you've got your palms facing them, fists, whatever you want. But we want to keep everything tight to the body. So when I go after Carlton here, he's going to do a Pak Sau, but he's only going to move his elbow a very short distance, and he's going to turn his hip a little bit. The hip's going to move, the arm's not moving. If I do a fake movement and he's kept it tight, he's still got barriers. He's got two barriers in the way. So we want to make sure it's a short movement and the hips are doing the work. So they go towards him at a bit more real time. There. There, yeah, that's the one, that shorter one. Touch, boom, hips, boom, hips, boom, hips. That's a quick action to respond to a quick action, like a jab. And he tracks me the whole time, making sure that his hips stay square to me. Then when I go, short action with the arm, short action with the elbow. Nah, big, yeah, boom, big, bang, bang. Yes, it's just a moment. All right, short action. Anything to add? No. With this one now, there's a truck coming through the center, so he's got to get off that line. So as I come through, he steps off just like he just did. Good. Still nice tight angle. The hips doing the bulk of the work. He draws this forward, so his body's defending me, not his hand. It's really important it's not the hand. So you want to just step off line, nice and tight. And then he's going to count him as quickly as he can. Good. With whatever hits hard. Look how he came over the top here. Let's do it from this angle just for a second. So I came through, bang, he did a Pak Sau. There, that's what he counted with. Whatever hits hard and fast there, right? And short actions. Let's have a look at the next bit. He's going to start by throwing a punch. I don't want any of this. I know this is done in Wing Chun quite a lot, yeah, where someone just does a Pak Sau and go. But I want you to give them a reason to put their hands up. I want you to threaten them, yeah? You're going for a shot. So he's going for a shot at me, that punch. And he's looking, look at how far he's gone through. He's looking to bury his fist through the target on the first one. If I interfere with it, the Chi Sau concept takes over. Touch and go. So when I touch this one now, then he moves that obstruction. And he buries the target. But let's move now, do your punch. Do you see where the reality comes a little bit different because of the way that I'm moving now? So what we need to do is we give them a reason to stay still. And that's the work that you do prior to contact, right? Prior to contact, let me go to you this time, right? You be difficult like I was just being. So if I put your hands up, so if I throw, look, so I land my punch. Why did I land my punch? Because I gave him a gesture. He reacted to the gesture and then I threw. I don't care how he reacts to the gesture, but it freezes him in a state of suspended animation for a moment. So he's either going to get hit or he's going to put a hand up when I do that gesture. My gesture might be here. Look, now look the contact I have. Now I can finish my technique. That time I did a little bit of a leg gesture, but it's always a gesture before you commit. You can't just commit because I see too much coming. If I'm going to commit to him, I'll give him, there we go. Give him a little gesture first. And then that earns me the right to go forwards. So Carlton's going to do that to me now. Gives me a little gesture, a little fake. Yep. Perfect. Got me. Yeah? Absolutely perfect. Because that gesture, I was caught off. Again. No. It's completely different.
Structurally, the Pak Saus in each of these examples is exactly the same. The key differences are in how and why each one is produced. The first difference is the way the body moves. Today we showed you three actions: rotating, evading, and advancing. Which one you'll use is determined by spatial awareness and pressure or energy. The next difference is where the Pak Sau lands on the arm. And this is determined by range and the structure of the opponent's guard. But generally speaking, When you're further away from the opponent or first making contact, the Pak Sau will be lower on the arm, preferably above the wrist. When you're closer to the opponent, the contact point will be higher up the arm, nearer to or on the elbow. Lastly, the first two examples showed a rapid on-off energy, and this is similar to something you'll see in the second or third section of the first form. In the third example, this changes and the energy is more like the first section of the form, where pressure is maintained and moved. Let's take another look at that last example before we go.
The difference between the three Paak Saus and this one is that this one is a pinning Paak Sau. So when I throw the punch and I attack him there, you see the Paak Sau sticks and stays there. And if there's any weakness here, I can feel it, and so I can attack and use that to off balance my opponent.
So that one is a prolonged pressure. The other one's a momentary. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.